Governor Bruce Rauner had his portrait unveiled today at the Capitol, and he was there, actually Monday morning this happened. He was there to watch it hung in the Hall of Governors.
Rauner left Illinois following his loss to current Governor Pritzker in 2018. He's only come back to Illinois a handful of times. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Cole Henke is live in the Capitol. So Cole, what did Rauner have to say in his rare return to the Capitol?
Well, he tried to play the hits today. He liked to talk about a lot of the successes he had, especially in the area of education. But when it came to questions about the political battles that made up his single term, he deflected. After former Governor Bruce Rauner lost his re-election bid, he quickly moved to Florida. He made a rare appearance in the Capitol for the unveiling of his new portrait.
Go.
Rauner's portrait now sits in the Hall of Governors with all of the other portraits. A couple of those represent what people believe is wrong with politics. Corrupt politicians sent to prison for their actions in office. But Rauner's tenure is infamous for a different reason.
You have to look upon it as a failed governorship.
The budget impasse defined Rauner's single term. The millionaire businessman turned politician tried to hold his ground, vetoing budget after budget that the Democrat-controlled legislature sent him. In the process, the state's bill backlog skyrocketed and its financial status plummeted. It's a hole the state is still trying to dig out of.
Politically, a failure, and then from a policy standpoint, dug us into an even deeper fiscal hole than we already were in.
His name gets brought up consistently among Democrats trying to refocus blame. His Republican colleagues stopped short of calling his term a success.
Was he a good governor?
Bruce was a good governor in the sense that he knew when to say no.
He dodged questions about his reputation in the Capitol, but he did double down on what he got done while in office.
The one thing I will say, I am very proud of what we did while we led the state, and I'm very proud of what we tried to do while we were in the state. A lot of headwinds, but I'll leave it at that today.
Now, Governor Rauner was the 42nd governor in the state of Illinois, but there's only 41 portraits now hung up in this hallway. The one that's missing, former Governor Rod Blagojevich, who was sent to prison on corruption charges after his term as governor.
Okay, but Cole, you alluded to this. There have been other governors who went to prison. Why do they still get a portrait?
Well, that's because Blagojevich was the only one who was actually impeached from office here in the Capitol. That's the bar for entry to get a portrait here in this hallway. You just don't have to be impeached.
Okay.
Jennifer.
So you can do time but not be impeached. All right. Thank you, Cole.